Hello and welcome to Brandan and Jimmys Sports Talk.
Hello.
And here with us today is our man, you can probably guess who it is, our man Dan Ufero. Dan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing just fine. Always happy to be here. But love to be a guest on the show.
Yep. All right, well, shall we hop right into it?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so we got football, which has currently won their last 3 games, and recently just beat Sock 21-7 on homecoming night. Huge game for Devonville. He got 114 yards and 2 touchdowns. Also, Mitch Zayas, goal line hog, sauce a touchdown.
Carter Olson had 2 forced fumbles and also had an interception with, believe it or not, he caught the ball with his cast and his braced up elbow. I couldn't tell you how.
Carter Olson, he's just one of those kids. He puts in the work. Every second of every day, he's bringing the intensity. He has that huge sideline freaking insanity going on.
Yeah, it's all about being insane on the football field, like Carter Olson. I don't know,
no good for now with that.
You force a turnover and it's all about just running back to the sideline and yelling at people and not even in a bad way. I don't know. It's just all about that.
The fact of the matter is, he loves it.
He does. So, Daniel, what did you think of the game on Friday night?
I think we defensively played just fine. Offense didn't get moving as much as I would like to, but you know what? We kept on pounding, and at the end, we came out with the W. That's all I can ask.
That's all that matters. All right, so upcoming on Friday this week, we have a home game versus Brainerd. It is a very big game as if we win, we get the 2 seed and we get a first round bye in the playoffs. If we lose, we won't. So it's really just controlling our own destiny. Huge games. Might be a little cold, but we need you guys there. So dress warm, cheer loud. Fans change the game.
Absolutely. The student body, you got to post up at this game. The stakes have never been higher, let me tell you. Biggest stakes you'll hear all week. Either we win, get the 2 seed, get a bye. Lose, we have to play another game.
Which we don't want to do.
We don't want to do that, all right? So let's post up and get loud.
Would you mind telling me right now, are the boys buzzing?
Let me tell you one thing for sure. The boys are buzzing. We are back in action. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. All right.
Next, we head over to boys soccer, who has a current record of 8-9, and then recently lost to Brainerd away on Monday night, 1-0.
Last night. But they did beat Cathedral in a big win, 1-0 last Thursday.
Yeah. They are currently heading to the playoffs, and we don't know who they play yet, but we got to come rowdy to where if it's a home game, we got to come rowdy.
Will be determined on Wednesday to let you guys know. Last night was a big game, however, they could not pull it out, and they have dropped to 5th in the conference behind Wilmer, Tech, Apollo, and Brainerd, according to MN Soccer Hub, which we don't really know if that's correct or not, but we're going to go with it. Because that's all we have to go from, and so.
To see a playoff berth out of the boys in blue, it's always a good thing to see,
Yeah.
Every year they come back, they post up, they always perform for us, that's what I like to see.
I mean, you got to think, with Travis Force out there, how could you not win a few games,
Dude, Travis Force, sauce and apples on the soccer pitch, what can I say?
The only thing he knows how to do is just sauce apples and score goals. I don't know. And that's all you need to know in soccer, so he's got to figure it out.
All right, next we go over to girls soccer. We came up with a huge W last night against Brainerd.
Biddies of Blue. Huge game. Huge W.
They're currently 10-4-2, and they came off of insane goals with Jayla Ellis, Lizzie Minrath, and Hannah Bergner.
Hannah Bergner with the game winner. Lizzie Minrath with just an absolute laser from I don't even know where. It almost seemed like he was. It wasn't. It almost seemed like he was from 50 yards away. I don't know how it went in. It was one of the best goals I've ever witnessed. I ain't gonna lie.
Straight up, it was a beautiful performance. That 2-1 win, that 3-2 win. That's truly you have to grind it out for those.
They did. They really did grind it out. And it was senior night. They had a lot. They had a lot to play for, and they played their hearts out. The seniors played well, and they came out with just a fantastic win. I was shocked. It was crazy. It was a crazy game.
It was huge. Word to the Biddies Blue. Great performance last night.
Yeah, and Gotta give a shout out. Hold on, gotta give a shout out to Higgins and Hemish
Higgins
holding down the Florida's net.
oh my!
There's not much to say about them. Like they're just great. I don't know.
Impenetrable. You can't get in there. No ball will ever enter
Daniel,
that net.
could you kick a ball in with Hemish or Higgins playing goalie? I know I couldn't.
Now, Brandon, don't get me wrong. I think myself a pretty good athlete, you know, but there is absolutely no way I could ever score on such a target. Let me tell you that right now.
I would have. That is understandable.
Then we head over to girls swimming. They're currently undefeated.
What?
Yeah, imagine them not being.
No way.
Oh, here we go again. Girls swimming undefeated.
No way, girls. No, they're not undefeated.
Wait, what is that? Like year number 25? I mean,
just a powerhouse. Just a powerhouse. It's unreal.
Honestly, you know, we're to our Sabre swimmers. You know, you guys perform every year. It's what I like to see. You guys have never let us down. You know, it's a way to continue a huge tradition of
consistency. You know, that's all. That's the biggest thing in sports.
Their last meet was on Saturday against Little Falls. It was a true team meet also, and they won and dominated the competition by 300 points.
Probably more.
Jeez. Yeah, exactly. All right, then the next game is a pink out on Thursday against Corey. So we obviously need to get hyped.
Yep. Go to girls swimming. All right, let's move on to volleyball. Having a very, very, very strong season, with the record sitting at 16-4. They beat Tech last Tuesday, and then they beat Sauk on Thursday night. Last Thursday on senior night, they have an upcoming game against Wilmer on Tuesday, and that will wrap up the regular season. So hoping to go 17-4, which is just unreal.
Definitely a good year for the biddies.
Yeah, they have won 2 tournaments, I believe, as well.
Powerhouse.
So they're having themselves a year. And I would like to take credit for a few of those wins. In the fan section, I think we changed the game a lot because we get pretty rowdy at the volleyball games.
Brandon, don't get me wrong. You know, our volleyball team is incredibly talented. You know, but I got to attribute at least 5 points per game to the Sabre fan section. We get out there, we get rowdy, and it's a great time. Huge momentum shift.
It is. I mean, you look at the game against Corey. I mean, I don't know if you could have fit another person in that gym.
No.
It was just packed.
It was bumping.
Did we get rowdy? Oh,
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So rowdy.
I mean, it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, but we still got rowdy, believed in the team, and put up a good fight.
Huge chili nonetheless.
Bottom line is their record is still 16-4 going into playoffs, hopefully 17-4, and they should get a good seed. Hopefully get a good or a nice home playoff game. And we will be getting rowdy there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So be there.
Everybody show up if that happens.
Post up, everybody.
Yep.
All right, so next we got girls dance. We just had a dance competition at Eastview. You know, I'm pretty sure they came out with the dub, but you know for sure. Their competition starts October 24th, and you know they've been doing good. You know, dancing after the games and everything.
Jimmy, I'm gonna go ahead and correct you here. Eastview is their show this weekend. Their competition season starts on October 24th. They're just dancing at the football games right now, like it's like a fall dance, or not in competition season yet. When they do get to competition season, we will let you know. We will keep you updated on the dance team. Obviously, they're a powerhouse, just like girls swimming. When's the last time they didn't go to state? I mean, honestly,
can't tell you. Literally cannot put a
I can't tell you the last time I've heard the girls aren't going to state for dance come out of somebody's mouth. I just haven't heard that.
No.
So, yeah, good luck to them when they start competition season. And that is it for the sports. But I do have one more topic to cover here, and it occurred last Friday when the Pep Fest, the homecoming Pep Fest occurred, and you know, there are a couple Twitter polls, and everybody I've asked has said that the football team deserved to win the dance-off. And as you know, our favorite, Nelson, just decided to pick
the unfavorable vote.
Pick the choir, which is very questionable.
Don't even know how.
In fact, she told me this morning that we got third, which hurts even worse because if we're not first, I'd like to be second at least. But no, third.
Really, Nelson? How can you do that to us?
I
That's a huge conspiracy.
Twitter polls don't lie, Nelson. And
I mean, you got.
I've seen 2 Twitter polls asking who should have won. Both were voted for the football team very heavily. You know, I would go ahead and say the voting for the Pep Fest stance is rigged.
Straight up.
I mean, you got 2 teachers out of everybody in the school judging.
I mean, straight up, that's horrible sampling right there.
It is, yeah.
Word to Mr. Nemenich and that whole AP stats class, you know, that is horrible sampling. That sampling is not representative of the population.
No.
Huge bias. Come on.
I almost think they should maybe do like a student vote or something, like maybe
or a crowd loudness.
Yeah, I mean those work too. Like
straight up.
And I mean, yeah, like do we put everybody in a dress every year and have like them do something as a girl? Yeah, we do. But like, it was a little funnier. It was a little funnier this year, I think. I'd like to say. And,
it was entertaining. Come on, we put him on an air mattress and lifted him up for crying out loud. Come on.
At the end of the day, though, all that matters is that we know we should have won. We're the champions. We brought home the trophy
at heart.
So, that's all that matters. And that is all we're gonna have time for today.
Thanks, Danny Farrell, for coming and being our athlete of the week.
I know, it's always a pleasure. Love being on the show.
Thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week. See you later.